Didn't the corona crisis teach us the importance of health and connection to our loved ones? We were in lockdown as a family of 7, live-in, homeschooling. It made it very clear. Life isn't about stuff. Even though we all experience the boundaries of living in a full house, online shopping increased during lockdown. Do you know the feeling you can't remember what's in the box of the delivery man? Like you, I grew up in a consumption society, and I was taught that happiness lies in having things, and buying is a solution and often an escape. But there's no end to it. Overconsumption can still give you the fear of missing out. And we end up with houses packed with stuff we barely use. About 10 years ago, I discovered that it doesn't have to be that way. It started with filling in a school assignment of my eldest son. He had to fill in a footprint test to measure the impact of living on the planet. And the result? 3.4 planets. Unbelievable? 3.4 planets? And there is only one planet. We had to do something. So I started gathering information, and during my research, the word minimalism came up several times. I initially dismissed it. I thought that mainstream minimalism was all about empty and sterile houses with little to no furniture. Surely, that wouldn't work for me and my family. But I learned it's about living big with less. It's about only keeping the things you really love and use. So I start experimenting and finding my own non-traditional way of approaching minimalism. First, the kitchen drawer. The one with the forks and the spoons and the knives and the batteries and the keys and the tissues. Oh, a screwdriver. Do you have a kitchen drawer like that at home? I remember throwing it all out on the kitchen table, asking myself, do I really use all of this? Why in the world did I have so many knives when I've only got 2 hands? Oh, and in the online shop, it's all so cheap and tempting, isn't it? Yet, all this needs to be produced. It may be cheap, but who is paying the real price? After the kitchen drawer, no other drawer was safe for me. I went through boxes, cupboards, kids' rooms, the garage, and I didn't stop until I'd been through the whole house. I opened boxes without knowing what was inside. It had cost me so much money. What a waste! Oh, I donated a lot, and I started using things again. And it wasn't always easy. The words, maybe I'll use it, or keep, just in case, came up again and again. But in reality, those things were collecting dust in my attic. And there are other people who can use it right now. So I could give things a second life. And really quickly, I experienced the benefits. By having less stuff, I had less to organize. And by having less stuff, I had less to clean. And by having less stuff, I had less to repair and to replace. and it saved me a lot of time and money. And living with my favorite things makes me more happy. And it decreased my buying habit. I learned it's not about not owning anything. It's about things not owning you. It's about removing the things that distract you from the things you really love and use. And a while ago, I filled in my footprint test again. 1.4 planet. A real improvement. As a family, we've learned so much, and we're still learning every day. But I'm so grateful for the gift of owning less and living more.